Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And to all my new subscribers, a warm welcome to the family. Guys, as promised, I am back with part 2 of 10 more unsolved Jamaican mystery. We all know Jamaica is no doubt a land of many mysteries. And so, I gave you part 1 and now here is part 2 of some more hair-raising and thrilling mysteries that has never been solved.
Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living.
Who remember in 2008 when it was reported that a whole beach was missing? Yes, somebody thief on a whole beach. So at number 1, it is the case of the missing beach. In July 2008, 250 truckload of pristine white sand was stolen from the 400-meter stretch of the Coral Spring Beach in Trelawney. The beach was earmarked to be part of a new resort complex by the Felicitas Limited, but somebody thief his sand, which put the construction on hold. And to this date, despite the theft or the brazen thieving of the whole beach, the mystery remains unsolved. Somebody thief one whole beach in a Jamaica, and I know nobody know who thief it. And then there was a case of a photographer who went missing in 2015. And since he has gone missing in October 2015, nothing have been seen and heard of him. And this photographer was the popular Nikita Thomas of the Nick Photo Works. His mysterious disappearance has left many questions unanswered and resulted in his family and friends begging for some closure. Searches have been launched with no effort. And at the end, all they can say that he was last seen in an area close to his community of Cassia Park when he disappeared. And the question is still being asked, where is Nikita Thomas? And then, again, we go way back. And some of the youngsters again will not know what we are talking about. And the question is still being asked, who killed Diane Smith? Who remember the immaculate high school student Diane Smith, whose body was found in a gully in the Constant Spring area? And she was assaulted and taken out while on her way to school. Shorty Dennis Jenkins was later arrested and charged, but after spending more than 2 years in prison, he was found not guilty by a 12-member jury. Rumors have it that Shorty had been whisked off. Rumors have it that Shorty was just miraculously sent off to the US months after his acquittal, only to be slapped way up there. Yes, after somebody sending to America after them acquit him, somebody bump him off up there and then just send back the body come to Jamaica in a one barrel. But after that, people say a lie because there was an interview which was done years after. We don't know if it's true or a lie because we never see the interview. But the death of Diane Smith has remained a mystery up until this day. And the question is still being asked, who killed Diane Smith? Then, who remember when Halfway Tree did a keep on buzzing and skate land where the soup man we used to out at the gate? In the 1980s when business a boom and street side soupy them a sell and soup turn up, cowcad soup was the order of the day out at skate land gate. This here soup here hit the spot for everybody. People drive from near and far for buy soup. When soupy come out line long, you think a free food I give away. However, business just come crashing down for soupy one day when it was reported that several dog bone was found buried near to the spot where Pat Soupy cooking soup. And from that day, Soupy disappear. The Pat missing and no more long line out there for soup, and all I'm loyal customer them in dismay. And I wonder if I really dog soup they did I drink. Cause boy then say the soup they taste good, me never taste it. But it appears unto this day that nobody get the answer if it was true that a dog soup in did I cook them. And then more recently in 2016, news emerged that the body of a man was found in the living room of a prominent Jamaican lawyer, Patrick Bailey. Police were called to his St. Andrew home in the wee hours of September 30th, 2016, after the body of Jermaine Jr., a 51-year-old construction worker, was found with stab wound and a single gunshot wound to the head in the attorney's living room. But guess what? Mr. Bailey was never a suspect, and after investigation, he was never a suspect. He told investigators that he stumbled on the body around 4 a.m. after waking up. And police suggest that there were no signs of forced entry. Well, that murder remained unsolved, and people still want to know who killed the man. The man was in the middle of his living room, dead. Him upstairs asleep. The man get a gunshot and he no hear nothing, he no see nothing. So we don't know how that go. The mystery remains unsolved. There is also the famous Green Bay killing on this list. People want to know whether it was a shootout or the men were murdered. We still don't know what happened at Green Bay. This incident happened from January 1978, when men from community of Southside in Parade Garden downtown were involved in a controversial shooting close to a Jamaica Defense Force shooting range in a Green Bay, St. Catherine. The soldier then report that the men were surprised after they were collecting guns that were being smuggled into the country, and them claim that the men were killed in a shootout. However, residents of Southside say nothing no go so. Them say the men were taken from the community, carried go to Green Bay under the disguise of offering them a job, and then they were executed. An inquiry was launched in the incident, and all the men, all of the JDF officer them, were found not guilty. To this day, this mystery remains unsolved. And then, winding down the list now, we have Ananda Dean, the mystery of the 11-year-old. At 13 years ago, this happened. Who remember 11-year-old Ananda Dean was abducted, and all know this mystery not solved. The child's decomposing body was found dumped in the Belgrade Heights area. Or they shocked the whole nation, and some make them prompt the initiation of the Ananda alert, where them say if you suspect anything, they made an app, an Ananda alert. And she's only one of the thousands of children who have gone missing in Jamaica, where none of the case them not solved. We have never seen or heard nobody know what happened or who did it to Ananda. Then we have Jasmine Dean. She was another one where everybody keep asking, where is Jasmine Dean? Jasmine is a university student who is visually impaired, and she went missing in February 2020. She was last seen in Papine at about 9 p.m. and she was never seen of or heard from since then. The police arrest one person of interest, but he was eventually released, and to this date, Jasmine's death remains a mystery. And coming down to the penultimate. The question is, have anybody ever seen the Peter King tape? Who remember that incident there? Where the ambassador Peter King was murdered in his home in St. Andrew in March of 2006. Rumors that time circulated that police had seized several tapes, including high-ranking officers engaging in whole heap of something. Police and politicians and whole heap of people in a society then claims that they depend on the tape. But the tape was never released and it remains sealed to this day. Police officer, politician, entertainer, whole heap of people them say they on the tape. So the question is still being asked, what happened to the tape? Or was there really a tape? Then they charge a young man, one 23-year-old man, and he was eventually charged and sentenced to life for Peter King death. But we still want to see tape. Nobody never see tape it. So we still ask, was there ever a tape? And last on this list, we have the question of who killed Bogle. There's no doubt that Gerald Levy, everybody who know him as Bogle, is a father of the dance in a dancer. Him create some of the most popular dances in Jamaica. But guess what? Bogle was gunned down at a gas station on Constant Spring Road in 2005 after leaving Weddy one night. While the others survived, Bogle succumbed to his injuries. And after 17 years, that mystery remains unsolved. There are many theories, I'm sure no one hear them or know them, surrounding who killed him, why him dead, and all of them something there. But the truth of the matter is, this case was never solved. So the question is still hanging out there. Who killed Bogle? And once again, guys, if you have made it to the end, thanks for watching and stay tuned for part 3.